Voyager 2 was never expected to surprise the world again. After traveling farther from Earth than almost any human-made object, the spacecraft had become a symbol of endurance rather than discovery. Launched in 1977, it had spent decades racing through the outer solar system before continuing into the immense darkness beyond the Sun's protective bubble. Its power supply was steadily declining, its instruments were being shut down one by one, and many believed its greatest achievements were already behind it. Then something happened that no one had anticipated. A signal reached Earth. It wasn't the kind of routine engineering transmission scientists were accustomed to receiving from the aging probe. It wasn't random electronic noise caused by failing hardware either. Instead, the signal arrived with remarkable consistency, a clean pulse repeating at perfectly regular intervals. The timing was so precise that it immediately caught the attention of mission engineers, because the spacecraft shouldn't have been producing anything like it. At first, the obvious explanation was a technical fault. Deep space probes occasionally behave in unexpected ways as components age and cosmic radiation affects delicate electronics. But the more closely researchers examined the transmission, the more unusual it appeared. Embedded within the data was an organized sequence that didn't resemble the corruption normally produced by failing computers. Rather than looking chaotic, the information displayed an unexpected level of structure. It was as though the spacecraft had generated something entirely new. For a brief moment, an extraordinary question emerged. Had Voyager 2 simply experienced an incredibly rare malfunction? Or was there another explanation hidden somewhere within the data? Long before this mystery captured attention, Voyager 2 had already secured its place in history. Built as part of NASA's ambitious Voyager program, the spacecraft embarked on one of the greatest exploration missions ever attempted. It transformed tiny, distant points of light into real worlds filled with storms, rings, moons, and magnetic fields unlike anything previously observed. Its journey began with Jupiter, where it revealed details of the giant planet's turbulent atmosphere and powerful magnetic environment. From there it continued to Saturn, providing new insights into its rings and complex system of moons. Unlike its twin, Voyager 1, Voyager 2 then pressed onward to Uranus and Neptune, becoming the only spacecraft ever to visit those distant ice giants up close. Every encounter expanded humanity's understanding of the solar system. After completing its planetary tour, Voyager 2 refused to stop. It continued outward, traveling beyond the familiar planets toward the distant boundary where the Sun's influence gradually fades into interstellar space. In 2018, the spacecraft officially crossed the heliopause, entering the region between the stars. There, it began measuring a completely different environment, one dominated not by the solar wind, but by the thin gas, magnetic fields, and energetic particles that exist throughout our galaxy. Reaching this region was an engineering triumph, but keeping the spacecraft alive became an even greater challenge. Its radioisotope power source slowly weakened year after year, producing less electricity with every passing season. Engineers carefully shut down non-essential systems to conserve energy, extending the mission for as long as possible. Every remaining instrument became increasingly valuable, and every transmission required extraordinary patience. Because Voyager 2 is so unimaginably far away, radio signals travel for many hours before reaching Earth. Even the simplest command takes nearly a full day for the round trip. Communication had become slow, fragile, and precious. Eventually, long periods of silence became completely normal. Many assumed the spacecraft was approaching the end of its remarkable life, surviving only through careful engineering and a little remaining power. That is why the unexpected transmission attracted so much attention. No one expected one of humanity's oldest explorers to produce something that seemed so deliberate after decades alone in the darkness. Whether the explanation ultimately proved to be an obscure technical anomaly or something far more interesting, the mysterious signal reminded everyone that Voyager 2 still had one final quality that had never disappeared: the ability to surprise us.